Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Richmond, and today we are going to go over 7 different design styles or design themes that you can figure out, what kind of like design style that you like, right? And it will be really hard for you, to really figure out your style, right? If you do not know what are the differences between them. So today I will be sharing with you the unique characteristics of each design style and the kind of colors that they go for and the kind of furniture pieces that will bring everything together. So this will give you very good information to start with, and slowly you can learn more about them and narrow down to find your favorite design style. So comment below and let me know what will be your favorite design style. So let's get started. So let's first jump into the industrial style, right? So this style has been quite popular in the recent years, and really it is all about that raw and rugged mood that gives your home the very strong character of detail and the emphasis on different textures and the different material, right? So this includes raw exposed brick walls, right? You can see those brick walls, those brown clay brick walls, right? And the clever use of metal pipes for your lightings, for your wiring, and raw cement floors, and also the nuts and screws details. So it comes with a lot like the use of leather fabrics, like in furniture pieces like your chairs, your sofa, and also raw worn down wood surfaces for your tables, for your worktops, and also using metal as the contrast, right, to add the texture in the house. So it has very strong focus to appreciate flaws and the raw form of material and detail, right, and together with the dark color palette, right, used, right, and gives your house that kind of masculine and unique feel, right, from the mainstream trend. So most homeowners get inspiration from like workshop, warehouses, and stuff like that. They look for furniture and decorative pieces from like thrift stores, from antique stores for that rugged feel. So anything that feels rugged, tough looking, right, and age beautifully with time, right? So they will be like ideal pieces for the industrial theme house. Right? So if you are going for that strong masculine character and you like those darker mood, industrial theme will suit you very well. So the next one that I want to talk about is the so-called mid-century modern design style, right? Which is very trendy today, right? Full of life, full of color, right? And comes with that, very youthful kind of like feeling, right? So it actually started in the early 1940s to the 1970s, and it gives off that retro look for that particular reason. So you can easily spot characteristic including interesting furniture pieces. They are made of like darker wood, like thick walnut, right? And they have those like tapered wooden legs and metal rods, right? So those are very mid-century style. And in terms of like fabric, right, you will also see the use of like velvet, right, which is very popular at that time. You also see a lot of shades of blues, greens, and also like reds as well. Right? And you will also see a lot of plastic furnitures like plastic chairs and stuff like that. So when it comes to mid-century lighting, then you will probably see like gold finish round lights, right? Those with the big bulbs, sometimes with also like chrome or silver kind of style as well. So mid-century style is also really about those very clean lines. They do have a lot of these fine and ornate details, right? So this is how you can pull off that particular feel. So now let's take a look at the very popular Scandinavian style, right? So it is very, very popular, and you can find almost everything about it, right, in the Scandinavian store like IKEA, right? It's actually inspired by the Nordic lifestyle like Sweden, Norway, Finland, Denmark, Iceland, right? Which is really all about the simplicity, about coziness, about that homely feeling, right? Together with the minimalism feel. Right, so the main colors often used are really the white, the black, and a lot of like light color wood texture like pine. Right, a lot of people like the Scandinavian style really because of its coziness. Right, they bring in a lot of like warmth and a lot of these textures like furs and soft furnishings, and they do it in a very clean method. Right, so it's done very cleanly with the emphasis of like space, bright light and focus on functionality as well. So you can see very clever and clean lighting design, very unique looking tools and decorative items. So if you are into all these bright, soft, cozy feeling, together with the warm wood colors, Scandinavian is something that you will really like. So the next style, which is very popular these days, is the modern style, right? Modern is all about clean lines, minimalisms, right? They use those very neutral colors like the blacks, white, gray, or other kind of colors, right? And usually you will see metal, marble furnishings, and even glass, right? So all of these really screams modern. You will see there's very little ornate details, right? A lot of flat surfaces, straight lines, and even square edges, and done with a lot of tasteful contrast between the colors. So it's really about going for the understated look of simplicity and also minimalism and the clever use of shapes. Like you will see squares around your house, rectangles to bring out that kind of character. So you don't expect to see floral patterns. You don't see elaborate embellishments, right? But you instead see the use of different kind of textures. Also sometimes a pop of color to bring out that modern feel. So the next one that I want to talk about is what is known as Wabi Sabi, right? Which is an up and coming trend that many the younger individuals and the families will like. It has this very deep philosophy about finding beauty in the imperfections of daily lives, and it's presented in neutral colors as well and in a very clean way. So it embraces time-worn elements, things that are old but it's still high quality, that gives Wabi Sabi that kind of a character and very rustic in a way where materials are appreciated, right, as they get worn out, as they get seasoned over time. So you expect to see the neutral colors, with the warm Scandinavian wood colors as well, and you will see grays, browns, and greens as well, right? So a lot of these colors that gives up that kind of Wabi Sabi feel. Right? So it's also about the use of texture, raw materials, with the intent to appreciate them in a time-worn, unique way. This another one is also very popular these days, right? It's known as Japandi. So it's a fusion word, right? It's a fusion between Japanese and the Scandinavian style, right? So that's why it's called Japandi, right? Japan and Scandi. So where the philosophies actually work very well together, right? It can be combined in many different ways, like minimalisms, the focus on nature, the focus on quality craftsmanships, right? So when it comes to Japandi style, it's more of a warm and welcoming space, right? That's the objective. And it leans towards into the Scandinavian kind of concept of coziness together, right? Together with that Wabi Sabi feel of perfection within imperfection, right? Which is why the clever use of wood, right, gives off that kind of warm and natural feeling. So it's really also about the calm environment and the quality living, right? Which is really clutter-free, and there's a lot of practicality as well. It's also eco-friendly design with a deep respect that we want to make use of multi-purpose fittings and furniture so that we don't have so many clutter and stuff like that, and always of high quality, right? Deep respect with that. So in short, it's really about design with intent. So if you are into Japandi, then you'll find elements like rattan, you'll see baskets, you'll see simple high quality plastic containers. Or simply, you can find everything at this store called Muji, right? This is where you can find high quality Japanese inspired products. So let's move on to the next one. That will be known as the Boho style, right? So it's the shop name for Bohemian, and it's being inspired by the traveling gypsies who go around different countries, different places to collect things and build up a good collection of interesting items, right? So it's really about layering, right? About plants, about texture, and about the whole collection of these interesting items, decoration, and really displaying them all together. So Boho style can be very neutral. There's a lot of rattan strings, the ropes, right? And a lot of natural things. Or it can also go the other way, right? With a lot of bright colors, floral patterns, colorful items, right? So the Boho style always come off as, very artistic, right? Full of life, full of colors, and it really reflects that kind of traveling lifestyle, right? Where you collect things from all over the place. right? So if you are a traveler, right, if you like traveling a lot and you have a lot of these mementos, a lot of these souvenirs, then boho style fits right for you. Right, so if you have a lot of, like, the prints, the kind of like cushions you collect, interesting details, you can easily pull off that boho look. So that's it for the 7 design styles that are in trend today. Right, one way to really find your design style is to also look at many photos. Right, look at more photos online. Right, collect what you like. Right, from there, right, as you look at more photos, as you collect more photos, you will see that you are more inclined to a certain style. So for myself, I'm also right now in the renovation journey, right? So I have also picked a style that I love it, right? My family love it as well. And I'm not going to tell you right now, but you can make a guess, right? Comment below and tell me what kind of style I will be going for. So if you want to find out more, you want to know what style I'm going for, make sure you subscribe to my channel, right? Follow me on my renovation journey, right? I will share a lot of my design style, share a lot of tips and tricks, right? If you are going to do any kind of renovation soon. So see you again in the next video, right? Until next time, bye!